coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep Show.
The most butthole action I gave people is digging for gold.
You're so wise.
Fighting for the powers of evil, because good is dumb. I'm the kid. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here on the little program we call the Goin Deep Show. Hi, Mr. Cleanliness.
Hello, kid. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Clean's got a different angle today. Just a little
angle to my dangle.
He's slightly upgraded angle. You got a little boner on your angle.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good probably 10 inches extension right there.
We've
moved up in the world.
We're at the point here in this program where the upgrades we get are just to wires and cords. That's it.
Yeah.
We probably should upgrade him to wire some other thing. Let me tell you again. This is part of the kid drinking game. Every time he turns the heater off before or after the show.
After the show, there you go.
I always forget.
We've got one hell of a drinking game. We should play this ourselves sometime. Just get annihilated.
I've noticed that my tendencies are really weird. I've been starting to say, here's the deal. Every time I say, here's the deal, I've been listening back to the show. I have to hear the show. Believe it or not, people, I have to hear the show like 3 fucking times.
You're very fashion conscious today. A matching hat, nice sweater, repping your Bay City team.
My b-ball team.
Yeah.
What's funny is I've started to, since I know I'm going to be on camera now, I'm like consciously going, okay, what am I going to wear today? I'm a fucking fancy fucking douchebag.
Well, I always come right from work usually, so it's I'm like, this is a nice, comfy, warm coat that I don't mind if I get dirty, so I don't mind if I take it to work.
Got a bunch of dog shit on it, and
yeah.
I walked into the studio after getting that coffee there, and I have a rake that's leaning just in a weird way. I walk in, I clip this fucking rake.
Oh, shit.
And my coffee goes fliggity flying everywhere. Just like all over my hand. It's all over the fucking place. Just insane. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
I was walking into work last night, and I stepped up. It was dark, and my eyes were adjusting to the light because I just got out of my car, and I stepped up, and the curb went up a little bit, and I didn't realize it, and I clipped my foot, and I almost did the split.
Did you fall?
Caught myself. No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
But it was kind of, it was a little wet and kind of almost borderline freezing last night.
Did it really?
Yeah, it was 32 degrees.
Oh, God, I hate this fucking time of the year. This time of the year is fucking bullshit. I hate it.
I freaking recovered, but it must have been a funny sight.
At some point, you know that we're going to be there, Clean. We're going to trip. We're going to fall. We're going to be like, oh, God, this is us now. We broke our hips. We broke our fucking necks. We did some dumb shit.
Hey, then we can do the Life Alert commercials for people.
The Life Alert.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's the fucking erectile dysfunction commercial.
Well, we can do both at the same time. We could do both at the same time.
Last night we had Endo, L to the B, and Hi-Ho in here recording with us. It was a pretty good time.
That was a good one.
Liked having them in here. Clean, a few days ago, you brought something to my attention. It was some... we got a letter from somebody? Is that your...
Yeah, we got a letter.
Didn't you get a letter from someone?
Yeah, actually...
do you remember the premise of the letter? We don't need to bring up the whole thing if you don't want to, if you're not ready for it, but what was the angle of this letter? Because we've been getting harassment now on the website because we've been doing these shows so often. Now people actually feel like they need to participate.
It was a famous director. It came from Seymour Butts, actually. He was pissed off that we weren't having enough skin on here, and he sent it to Wally for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because Wally was sitting naked out in the woods one day. That's probably why he did it.
Wally is naked all the time. I think Wally, we've had him in the studio before. He's walked in when we had Magnum on one time, and it was a surprise. We like to do these surprise shows sometimes where people don't know who's coming in.
Oh, did he walk in naked?
And he didn't walk in naked, but he pulled his pants down. He was wearing like boxers, I think, and he walked in, and Magnum just started groping up on him and shit like this. It was funny to watch girls. Girls try to play it cool, like they're not into that stuff. You ever notice that? The cool chicks they just fucking fess up. Cool chicks would be like, yeah, I like to watch some crazy. I like to watch some shit that stimulates me. I like to watch some of this, some of that, some of this, some of that, and all that, But for the most part, women try to hide that they're into that. I think, don't you? A little bit, just a wee bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
They don't want to be considered loose sluts.
That's one thing I really like about Cooch is because she is like on the same par as me. We pretty much have the same numbers, everything. It's like we've like non-verbally talked about things, but I can tell she's like.
How do you tell that?
It's when we talk, it's like hilarious. She's done like crazy shit like me, all the 3-ways and 4-ways and all this and
up ways, 5 ways, down ways,
and
left ways,
banging dudes just for sex, this and that.
So she's
so she's like the female version of Kleen, which is fucking funny as hell. And from her skill set,
you can tell.
Let me just say, yeah, she's been around like I have.
You guys, the slurry of DNA that you guys have.
I know
from
we're
others.
we're just sharing thousands.
They're like a petri dish of
we're sharing like
craziness over
borderline
there.
Ron Jeremy numbers. Between the two of us.
Ron Jeremy is.
Well, probably not. But
did you hear 7 more fucking chicks?
Yeah,
came out?
I know. I was just gonna bring that up the other day.
7 more, which to be honest with you, that's kind of on the downside. I thought there would be more than 7.
Yeah, well, that's just 7 new ones.
7? That's it? I'm like, Jesus Christ, just 7.
He's not quite the Tiger Woods status. Well, Tiger didn't rape him. Tiger just fucked him.
Well, if I'm going to go with anybody's numbers as far as like stacking them up against each other, Ron Jeremy's banged more chicks than fucking Tiger Woods.
Oh my!
That's a fucking. There's no hands down.
Yeah.
Nobody. That's just dumb to think otherwise.
Right. There was one male porn star that was talking a little bit about Ron Jeremy, this and that. He's like, the only way that do that would ever get fucking laid is probably through porn, because who else would want to sleep with him in the real world?
Yeah, he's kind of a gross little fucker, man. Speaking of porn, though, every once in a while we get a story where women are trying to reinvent porn. There's a lot of these women out there who are in porn, and I'm not gonna. I'll agree with them on this, that sometimes when you're watching that shit, that it gets a little aggressive.
Yeah,
it gets kind of, the guys are just smacking these bitches in the face and like slamming their dicks on them and just doing some fucking violent shit.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy, Marcus Dupree.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know him, but I know
knows
of
him personally.
I know of him.
Cleen knows him.
Yeah, we hang out and have some beers on the weekend once in a while.
He had a scene with this girl named Paige Jennings, and she was, she left her legit job to get into the porn, and then this guy had a terrible scene with her and stuff like this. And now I don't know how any girls really could pull this shit off. You have a daughter, Kleen. You don't want your daughter. You don't want your
porn?
daughter.
That's for God.
You don't even want your daughter working at Hooters. Let's be serious on this one, okay?
No.
Let alone
too much coke at Hooters.
Let alone the getting into the porn industry, then getting the shit literally kicked out of her while she's getting fucked on video so that you can watch. Can you imagine being a guy who stumbles upon that? You're just 10, 20 years from now. You're just Kleen's going to jerk one. He's getting ready to line up his tissue papers.
Oh, God.
And then he just goes, all right, look at this. I got a hoe ready to go. And then you'll, and you're getting fucking pummeled. The reason that I'm bringing this up is because this is a serious topic. And not to get too crazy on it, because we, over the course of the last 15, 20 years, this has been one of the safety nets when we just want to randomly bring shit up. But August Ames, do you know the name August Ames?
The name is familiar. I don't think I've seen any of her work.
Brunette, tan, attractive girl.
Oh, I probably have them.
Kleen's like
big tits, probably.
She's got a shapely figure, cute and adorable. Gets banged. I've seen it. You've definitely seen this girl.
The name's so familiar.
You haven't seen her recently though, because she killed herself.
Oh shit!
About a year ago, it was maybe a little bit longer than that. She fucking offed herself. But she didn't off herself because of what you would think. She killed herself because she was getting criticized by the LGBTQ LMNOP people.
Really?
Yes. She was getting harassed by the alphabet people and a few others because it was either a gay scene or something like that. She made a comment about gay porn and shit. And then she was getting criticized so much, so she couldn't take the words. And then she kills herself. But she could take a fucking dick like a champ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could really fucking take it. So now they're trying to, every few years they have this reinvention. This woman's trying to change porn. We're going to make porn more girl-friendly.
Do you know who, I'm trying to think of, I don't even know what happened to her. She died. She was a really like shapely, like big-titted, blonde, hot Shayla Styles, I think, or Skiles or something like that. She passed away, apparently. I was looking at all these different porn stars that had died. I thought I was going to bring up an article on this, and I couldn't remember why she had died. So
how did she die?
I don't know.
She one of those chicks that took it in the ass too many
Zelda,
times.
if you're listening, look that up. I think it was...
she took it right in the pooper.
Shayla Styles or Skiles. She was a fucking hot... She was an animal, man. She really got into it.
So there's photos of August Ames and stuff covered in bruises from also having this crazy sex scene with this Marcus Dupree fucker. And the description that this Paige Jennings chick gives is, I don't know, in the heat of the moment and stuff like that, when you're really into doing some shit, you'll start to get, you forget your strength.
Well, yeah.
Usually, like, if I'm banging an endo and I'm gonna come, I will. There's a spot right at the end where I'm like maybe gripping her leg a little bit too hard, or I'm just like, you're.
Oh yeah.
You don't do this intentionally, but this sounds like this guy just started manhandling it. I'm going to read this quote from her. She says, "He was way too rough with me, was dragging me around, choking me with my panties, slamming my head down on the table. It was just way too rough, and the scene didn't even call for it." So,
wow.
I don't know.
I can understand that. I was extremely drunk with my ex Brandy one time, and I broke her ribs.
Holy shit!
We didn't know it either. Both of us were wasted drunk, and you broke her
fucking ribs.
We were doing a modified missionary where I threw her fucking leg up on my shoulder, the one leg, near front, and I had my hand on her ribs, and we're going at it, and we're on the couch, on our couch out in her living room. We're just fucking going at it like ham,
Right.
And she woke up the next day and she could barely breathe, so we went into the emergency room and she found out she had a broken rib. And I'm like, oh my God, I just felt terrible.
Here's a question for you on this. When you got there, did they have any accusatory type tones or anything with you?
No. We told them we had some extremely rough sex and we were both drunk. And
so you were honest with them. That's good. Yeah. That's good to do. You don't want to be dishonest at that point. She fell. She knocked your ribs on the side of the table. You walked in. You were probably proud. I fucked this bitch's ribs broken right here. They're like, what?
I actually felt really bad. But, I'm not a little tiny guy. Well, she's not tiny, but she's, nice and curvy, but she's not fat by no means. And, we were just going at it like fucking, fucking grape apes, just going.
Grape apes.
Hanna-Barbera, baby. My childhood years.
So, Kleen, you brought up a bunch of stories here for us. Now, we got to plow through some of these and these older ones. We got.
We already. Yeah, I didn't erase them.
You got to get Kleen. You got to have maintenance, man.
I don't know how to pronounce that one right there. The sex cult is hot right now.
Sex cults. All right, this is what we're talking about.
Cooch sent
that to me. I want to have
a
sex cult.
Cooch sent that to me. This motherfucker was branding girls with his initials on them.
Oh, now we're talking. And this goes right into what we were just getting done with. Women. Again, you're the future, but somehow we can convince you to have violent porn, break your ribs, and then join a sex cult. This is the future, everybody.
And this motherfucker had lots and lots. He's getting 120 years in prison over this.
He might be in trouble for that.
Yeah, you think so? And then he had a woman just like Epstein helping him out.
What is with this shit? She
was a sex coach also.
Sex coach. It's like R. Kelly. Didn't R. Kelly have a little sidekick like thing going on too? This is fucking crazy.
I believe so.
How do you pronounce this?
I don't know. That's what
Nixivum. NXIVM leader Keith Rainier gets 120 years in prison after sex trafficking forced labor convictions.
Yeah, that's like it's intense. This was like a fucking massive operation. It sounds like
Rainier was found guilty of federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges back in June of 2019. Now. This is this is a world we can't quite understand because women.
They have a whole Netflix special and everything on this right now.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Cooch was just watching it the other night. It's either Netflix or Hulu. I think it's Netflix.
This is our assignment, America. Everybody, we're gonna go watch this, whatever this fucking thing is, just to figure out what this culty thing is about.
It sounded pretty intense. She was telling me that he had branded women with a creative design that was his initials, so they didn't know it was his initials. So he was actually, basically branding them like cattle as these.
How could anyone allow that to happen?
I don't know. Everybody in the cult, all the women had this brand apparently, and they were all his bitches.
The thing about a cult, it's so close to what church is and what religion is. Don't you think a little?
Oh, I know.
If you go into what they do, it just boil it down to its barest basic thing. It's so close to what a fucking religion is.
And I was
without the branding, of course. There's ritualistic killing of virgins, though. Sometimes, and I mean, there's cattle. You get
the funny thing is, Cooch we were talking on the phone last night before I was going into work. Cooch was like, "I could see you having a sex cult." I said, "Yeah, I call it my double D clan." She's like, "Yeah, they all be big titted bitches."
That would, the thing is, if you did that, that's how your recruitment policy would be for people to bring in other people. So how much of this article have you read? Did you watch any of this thing yet? Because I need to, we're going to do a follow-up on this.
I actually read the whole article. It's very short. The article is very short. It's only probably about 3 paragraphs.
All right, let me read this fucking thing.
Three or
Cleen likes to give me things to read. And
no, it was fairly short. I thought it would be way more elaborate.
Here you go. I'm going to give it to you guys. Here we go. Ready? More than a year after being convicted on federal sex crimes and other charges, this NXIVM cult leader Keith Rainier was sentenced to 120 years in prison. The U.S. Attorney's Office of the Eastern District of New York announced the sentencing on Twitter. The sentencing of Rainier, who's 60 years old, comes 2 years after authorities took him into custody in Mexico, and many years after this nixivum. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't either. It's really weird. I should have Googled just how to say it, because then it would have came up and I could have explained it.
So this guy became the subject of scrutiny from both law enforcement and journalists after coming under fire from Dynasty actress Catherine Oxenberg, whose daughter India became deeply involved with the cults for several years. I remember hearing about that story. I do. For both my mom and I, this case has been more personal, says blah-ba-dee-boo-boo. It's also reassuring my faith in the justice system, which protects human rights and holds not only the perpetrators accountable for their crimes, but also those who financially support and enable them. I hope that this case and others such as the Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly's help to change the laws in the U.S. to protect people against coercion and the abuse of power. Now, again, this is back to what I was saying. Women...
It's pretty much done right there at that point.
You need to have... Okay, so that was just a quick little fucking thing.
Right.
But just to get people an idea, go look up that NXIVM leader, and we're gonna do a follow-up on that. Because I need to know... I need to know how his tactics when it comes to this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not because I want a sex cult.
Right. The
curiosity.
And if you're willing to join the GDS sex cult.
Cleen wants a sex cult.
Send us a email.
Whatever. Cleen.
I'm not joking.
No, you're not. Give us, if you want to join our sex cult, just by all means get a hold of us and
we can arrange something for you.
Yeah. But this is the conversation we had the other night, last night.
It doesn't have to be with us. We can just arrange a sex cult.
He just wants to, he's an organizer. He's a planner.
I'm a planner. I'm a Capricorn.
He does not want to actually be in the cult or the cult leader, because that's the guy that always gets in trouble.
Right, exactly.
We just want to just set it up and just I'll set those dominoes up. You can push them. Go ahead.
It'll be a Cleen and Kid circle jerk, and you're pivot girl.
As long as we're back to back, right?
Right. We'll shut our eyes and it's in the dark.
Oh my God, Cleen. This reminds me. I was listening to yesterday's release of the podcast, and there are so many dumb things that we missed during the show. Cleen, people are in the chat like laughing that Cleen's gay, all this stuff, and then he tells the story about getting a blowjob from a chick in a strip club with a bunch of dudes around. And then he says that the girl's name was Charlie.
Yeah, the girl's name was Charlie.
Okay, I'm laughing my ass off at this as I hear the recap, because
she was this tiny little fucking. She was curvy, even though she was tiny, but she was hot. I don't know why in the fuck this hot little bitch would pick a name Charlie. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, why would you pick Charlie? Like she was hot.
You know what I think of when I think of Charlie? I think of
Charlie's Angel.
I think of that, but then the movie. What is it? Basic Instinct. Do you remember the movie Basic Instinct?
Oh yeah, with what's her name?
With her waiting.
The blonde chick.
I'm gonna wait. And you're gonna get it, Cleen. Here you go.
Sharon Stone.
Oh, you got it! Ding, ding, ding. the lesbian lover of Sharon Stone in that movie was named Charlie, and that I'm telling you that.
Was she? Yeah, she was.
That is one of the hottest movies.
Yeah, see, Charlies are hot. Not male Charlies. Let me clarify.
That sound clip's getting pulled
Wah,
clean.
wah, wah.
Clean, do you ever watch a Charlie Chaplin movie? Yep,
Yeah.
Charlies are hot.
I jerk off to Charlie Chaplin all the time. There you go. There's a clip for you.
So here's the thing. You go back and watch that. That was a VHS movie back in the day.
Yes, it was.
Do you remember how much those rewinding you did when she flashed her pussy scene? And the thing about that scene is you can't see any vag lips or any actual pussy. All you see is a little bit of muff. She had a little bit of muff down there. Remember?
No, the one I remember having sex to was not a porn movie. It was 9.5 Weeks with Mickey Rourke and Melanie Griffith, I think.
Does Melanie get naked in that? I've never seen that. Describe that one to me.
Oh, that was a fucking hot movie, dude. That was fucking psychotic. They went back and forth. They had this like fucking like pretty much the violent sex like that was almost in that porn. Like they went at it, you know. It was crazy. They didn't show the full penetration and everything, but they were showing butt cheeks and titties and this.
Melanie Griffith titty.
Yeah,
she's got a killer body, dude. She still has a killer body.
Yeah.
I was just looking at her the other day. An article came up on the Apple News thing about Melanie Griffith's show. They always like 60-year-old or 65 or however old the bitches are.
Is she still married to Antonio Banderas?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
You know. I
was gonna say that she was in a bikini before you interrupted me, Mr. Clean. Drink up, motherfucker.
Hey.
Cling, 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 cling.
Hey, you know that's normal. That's my job.
You've been doing good on this, Clean. You've been doing good on the hold on interruption thing. I was literally halfway through the sentence of saying that Melanie Griffith's bikini shots were on the internet but again, she's got to be 70 fucking years old. Who wants to see a 70-year-old in bikini?
No, she's not 70. You think she's 70?
Let's look her up, dude. Ask Sarai.
Okay.
Ask right now. Talk it to her on your phone.
Okay.
Right on your mark. Set, go. Hey, Siri, how old is Melanie Griffith? Here we go.
Melanie Griffith is 63 years old.
Yeah,
63.
Okay, so she's 13 years older than I am.
She's one of them bitches that fucked your face right up. You ever seen this where they fuck their whole face up?
Yeah, they did all that Botox and all kinds of weird shit.
They have to try to look like they did. The thing is, you got to not do that to your face. You look different like every decade. I've determined this. I found photos of me from 2003 the other day at a Halloween party. I don't look like a fucking I don't look like myself at all. I don't look at myself at all. And these bitches, they see their younger self. They're like, oh yeah, look at me. I don't look like that anymore. But can you stick some shit in my face so I look like that?
I besides being slightly fatter, I look the same as I did in 2000.
Couldn't you actually do?
Yeah.
Is it the bald thing, you think?
I think so, because I purposely, when you shave I think it has something to do with shaving your head, okay? I've been shaving my head since 2000, or actually before 2000, it was like 99. I think by removing probably removing some of the dead skin, I'm assuming, all the time when you're shaving, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of the do
you moisturize your whole face and shit?
No, I'm terrible. I should. I just finally bought some moisturizer.
Oh my God, Clean, you're so gay. This is going back into the fucking gay talk again.
Hey, you start to get to 50 and you think, well, I want to, I don't have a lot of crow's feet or anything yet. I gotta, take care of the skin before I start getting that shit.
It happens, peeps. It happens. Do we have a hottie that we're getting into today? We didn't even talk. We didn't do any pregame. This is the opposite of last week's show where we were fully prepared.
I can come up with one.
I have a list.
I know you have a list.
I have a master list, everybody. You should see how detailed my show notes list is. Clean, I'm going to reveal this to you.
I've been scanning through them. I'm pretty impressed.
Look at this motherfucker. See this right here? This is a goddamn list.
There you go.
Okay? Here we go, Clean. Actually, the list isn't quite as long as I was thinking. So, pick one. Who do you want? Can you see those names? Clean can't see. You have the same notes on there?
I didn't pull it up. I shut it because you had yours up, so.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I'll pull it up here.
I'll grab one for you, Clean. Here we go.
You just pull it up there, kid.
Here we go. You're always relying on me. I'm your goddamn safety. He comes in here, he's like, read me a story.
Snap to it, Tech Boy AG.
I'm going to send everybody to an Instagram account right now, okay?
Oh, you going to Instagram?
And this is the boy.
You're blowing my ass up about using Instagram.
Endo needs to go see this one because Endo needs to go see this one because she's always saying like, you guys are just, you guys are dirty, pervy old men. Okay, go to the Instagram account. The handle is just SNEJA.
SNEJA?
SNEJA. and then Najens, which I don't. Why do the fuck are they? What is that? Sanaja, fucking Jesus Christ.
I wonder if she's Israeli. She looks like she's got that like complexion of someone from Israel.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to read this slowly for you fuckers out there who don't know how to type shit. Snejanajens. So that is the Instagram to go check out and look at this person. Now she's this tight-bodied, like brunette-y looking chick, really super tight. And damn. And I'm not gonna. This is an equal opportunity poster here. She's got great photos of herself, but there's a lot with her boyfriend. There's a lot with her dude friend on there. This is an account that I think would appeal to both the
male and female
lesbians and the non-lesbos. Okay, there's a lot of skin there for everyone, right. And it's not just girl skin. There's some guy skin, but it's not graphic. These are all very artsy. You know what? I'm wondering who the fuck is shooting these pictures. These photos are really, really nice, really good shit. We will feature this.
Yeah, they're definitely using a photographer.
I'll tell you one thing: they would have way more followers if you could if I could fucking pronounce the goddamn name. Yeah. Sinaja.
Let's call him
shit.
Let's call him S something.
Wow, Kleen.
You like that?
Jesus, no, I don't. That's fucking lame as fuck.
That's quick.
Call him S something.
S something.
Fucking S me in the fucking what the hell?
And cooch. S knee in the cooch.
As predicted, Zaldor last week, a couple days ago, he's like, "Kid, you're gonna have a Hangover episode on Friday." I'm like, "No, no." No, actually, I do have a Hangover episode, Kleen. I mean, I'm not sure what part of me saying that, or you can come to that conclusion.
Well, then it's
time to musk up.
Yeah, exactly. Suck it up, kiddo.
Yeah, it's about right. All right, everybody. We're getting down to the end of our show here. Kleen is really on his game today.
It's time to say goodbye.
Kleen, there's going to be some Friday heavy lifting shows that are going to have to deal with you coming here soon. Okay, you're gonna have to earn your keep around here. Okay, people.
Heavy lifting days because you're getting wasted.
No. I mean, this is usually how the Friday shows go, where I come in here and I'm expecting things and I'm not getting those things, and I'm just like I can't.
What is this, a fucking relationship or what?
It quite actually is.
Is it give and take relationship? What the fuck, kid?
Shit, man.
Awkward.
What? Let's get to your list here. Let's knock these fucking things out. We did sex cults.
Okay, we did sex cults.
I'll do your work for you and delete the things that need to be deleted.
I leave them on there until we use them.
Right. So then explain this. Why do we still have this? Why do I still have Taco Bell man selling fucking $70 tacos from 3 weeks ago?
Not only that, but the previous 4 or 5 to that. Because I did.
Actually, you probably have an opinion on this. Fucking Joe Rogan the other day.
Yes, I heard that.
The fucking Alex Jones on there and all these fucking people going crazy. What is your take on this?
There are all kinds. I just read a whole article on that, so I know exactly what to say on this. There's a bunch of Spotify users threatening to cancel their accounts and this and that. Big fucking whoop. Who cares? And then there was a rumor that Spotify was supposedly going to fire Joe Rogan and this and that. News to Joe Rogan. Apparently, he said, I haven't had a conversation with anybody yet about anything. I haven't even had a conversation about the previous issue, let alone now.
No, so still to this day. That's good.
Yeah.
I just don't get where people think that I heard things I don't like.
Who gives a fuck what you don't like? Don't listen to it, you fucking morons. Fucking morons.
Mentally retarded.
All right, everybody. That was a Hangover episode of the program here. I'm going to go drink a little more coffee, getting fucking amped up here.
You just need a little hair of the dog.
Well, yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
It actually does work.
All right, everybody.
I don't encourage it to the youngsters, but anybody 21 plus.
Wrap up for me.
As usual, clean it if it's dirty.
The Kid, this is Going Deep Show. Drunken Hangover episode of the prog. We appreciate you guys tagging along. We're going to attempt to pull off another one here, but we're definitely doing some pre-gaming on this one. So, yeah. We will be back here very shortly, probably in the next 10 to 15 after we line up some headlines for y'all. But we appreciate you tuning in and killing your 30 minutes as we like to do here. If you want to reach out to the studio at Going Deep Show's the email to do that. Visit thegds.com where we are there all the time having some fun. For Mr. Clean and the rest of the crew, I'm the kid. Chill to the next one, fuck faces.